I was actually, I mean, because I did a lot of research on this specifically because I was like, am I just going to be like sitting at my desk, like during the raid, and all of a sudden just like whoosh, like my water's going to break, and I'll be like, gotta go, guys. So I did a lot of research on it, and it's definitely different for everyone. Your water broke at 5 centimeters. I mean, five centimeters. You're like, it's hospital time. You're supposed to go in between like 5 and 6 centimeters when your contractions are about 5 minutes apart. So, yeah. I mean, there's a whole bunch of early labor signs for sure. My feet I have a little bit of edema in my feet, which is when your feet kind of swell up. As far as I know, I still have my mucus plug, and that's usually a good indicator if you're about to go into labor sooner rather than later. I think I just have this feeling he's going to be right on time, so we'll see. There's no knowing, Christian. Everyone's different. I mean, yes, my water will break at some point, but a lot of people, their water breaks like during active labor, like when you're already in the hospital and you've already had contractions, blah, 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 blah. Some women, their water breaks as like the first indicator, like before contractions really start happening. And just like different timing in your labor process, I guess, is more accurate. I don't know about funny. I don't think I would feel amusement. I think I would be panicking a little bit. It's a very personal thing to go through. And to have it happen on stream, I would be a little uncomfortable, but I'm very calm about the whole labor thing. I'm more freaked out about taking care of a newborn for the first time than I am about labor. For some reason, labor is just not, I'm like not psyched out about it, you know? I have a very high pain tolerance. I fucking passed a kidney stone like a month ago, and you know, I got through it. It wasn't fun, but it was like manageable, and I've discussed my like pain management with my doctor. I really want an epidural, so you know, I'm not like scared or freaked out or like in fear of like pain and of labor and stuff like that. I just hope I have a healthy labor. My baby comes out healthy and happy. And the thing that freaks me out is taking this baby home for the first time and having no idea what to do. I mean, I've watched all of the classes and we've taken online courses and all this stuff, and like I have an idea of what to do, but like I've never been around a newborn before. The only babies I've ever really taken care of are like older babies, you know? It's different when they're like this fucking big. They're like teeny tiny, just little fragile guy. Again, I don't know. I'm also like, maybe it's false confidence, but like they say that your pregnancy and your labor experience will be the closest comparison that you should be able to have is like your mom. And my pregnancy's been pretty similar to my mom's, if I'm being honest, so far from the conversations I've had with her. But she had me in 4 hours, like total. And that's not just like active labor. That's like start to me, like her starting contractions to actually like pushing me out was like 4 hours. So, and my aunt, her last kid came out in 30 minutes. So I don't know if my family just has like birthing hips, but I hope to God that I am blessed with such a quick labor experience as well. That would be pretty phenomenal. Yeah, I mean, all the doctors. So we met with our pediatrician today. She's really cute. She's not someone that I would probably want for my personal doctor, because she's kind of kooky and she's kind of like all over the place, but like she's meant to be a pediatrician. Like she just has that like personality where, you know, little kids are gonna love her, and be super comfortable around her. So we're excited. I think she's gonna be a good fit for our kid. She's also the type of person that like I wouldn't feel judged saying like, holy shit, like I need help, or this really weird thing happened, or I fucked up and what do I do? Like the whole time she made us feel very comfortable. She answered all our questions. Again, she's really goofy and kind of kooky, but like I think that makes a great pediatrician. So but she was telling us all of the resources, because like your OB is your doctor, like the mommy doctor, right? So she takes care of me and baby like in utero, but once baby's out, any questions and help with baby goes to your pediatrician, including like our pediatrician office has like a couple of lactation consultants and stuff like that. And I definitely feel like we have a lot of resources if I have questions or if I have concerns. My biggest concern post pregnancy, so postpartum, is breastfeeding. There's just so many stories about how hard it is and how painful it is and how many moms wanted to quit and, you know, their struggles to keep going and stuff like that. So my mom wasn't able to breastfeed me. She only breastfed for like a month, and then she just couldn't keep supply up, and I was not getting enough nutrition, so I had to be put on formula. And I turned out fine. I have no qualms about if I need to formula feed. I will have no shame or guilt formula feeding my baby. Like, fed is best, but I would like to breastfeed. I really hope I can. But I'm tiny. I don't have wide hips. It's not like, it's like, so like wide hips, you think someone's like a curvy person, right? It's less about that, and it's more like, is your pelvis and your hips this way, or is it this way, or is it this way, or is it, you know, it's like, it's that like positioning of your hips more than if you got wide or narrow hips, you know what I'm saying? So far, where we live, Brennan is still allowed in the delivery room, but no one else is. One partner, one person, one support person. That's it. So you don't rush to go to the hospital. I mean, again, it's different for everyone. But generally speaking, the whole like movie scenario where like, oh my God, my water broke. We gotta go. That's not super common. Usually what happens is you start getting contractions and they're like 15 minutes apart. And once you start getting consistent contractions, you know you're in labor and it's early labor. And then you don't go to the hospital until your contractions are about 5 minutes apart. So a lot of women do early labor at home. So you're literally in bed, sitting there going through your, you know, they're 30 seconds up. They last about 30 seconds early labor, and they're about 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 9 minutes, 8 minutes, 7 minutes, 6 minutes, 5 minutes apart. And as they get closer together, they get longer. So they go from like 30 seconds to 45 seconds to 60 seconds. And then when you're at 5 minutes apart, you're probably about 6 centimeters dilated, theoretically, 5 to 6 centimeters dilated. And that's when you go to the hospital. But some women go into labor really fucking fast, like my mom. So she started her and like getting from 10 minutes to 5 minutes apart was like a very small window. It only took her like 35, 40 minutes to get from there to there. So like, yeah, you got to get going. But it's not usually like this like panicked situation. When my mom's water broke, she started cleaning the house. I mean, yeah, because it's probably her like, what was it, like her second, third kid or whatever. Like, she knows she's got some time. She's like, fuck, I'm about to have a newborn on my titty for the next, 4 months straight. I gotta get this cleaning done. Gotta get these counters clean, man. First of all, Brendan spends more time with the dogs than I do now because they're not allowed upstairs. And I've been like napping a lot and getting the nursery ready, and I've just been upstairs a lot more, so I haven't been around the dogs like consistently. But when Reese is around me, Reese is like glued to my feet. I wouldn't say he's more protective. He's not protecting me, but he's definitely like around me as much as he can be. Sullivan has no fucking idea. Yeah, some advice I've gotten from my mom friends is eat before you go in the hospital because it's the last time you're gonna get like a real meal. And go poop before you go to the hospital if you can. Otherwise, the chances of you pooping while in labor are high. So, I can't believe I'm about to have a fucking baby. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, being pregnant is one thing, but having like a kid is a whole other thing. You know what I mean? Life's about to be so different.